You have one new voicemail.
Hi! So you would be so proud of me. I'm hosting Thanksgiving for my friends, and I was stressed because I really wanted it to feel just like Michigan. But then I found the same stuffing mix that you use on Instacart. And I ordered instant gravy, canned cranberry, what else? Oh, I got everyone a little butter sculpture shaped like a turkey. All right, I should probably get cooking, but I miss you today. Happy Thanksgiving, Mom. Oh, and you should download Instacart. It's way easier than sending Dad to the store.
Download Instacart and enjoy free delivery on your first 3 orders. Service fees and terms apply.
What's up, Cuzzy Wuzzies? You're listening to the Bay Ridge Boys, History Hyenas. Bad.
Hyena. I'm a hyena.
And what's my name?
Hyena.
What's his name?
Hyena.
Say Aunt Yannis.
And Yannis, hyena.
There's only one podcast in the universe, not just the world, but in the entire universe and in the history of mankind, or her kind, however you want to call it, that has hyena cackles with freestyle beats coming to you once a week. Yeah!
Yeah, make no mistake. Welcome to the History Hyenas podcast. I am Chris DiStefano, a.k.a. Chrissy Kavanaugh. With me, as always, Yannis Pappas, a.k.a. Yannis a.k.a. Yannis Christine Ford.
A.k.a. Chrissy Homeowners.
Woo! Chrissy just fucking closed on a home.
Like we told you before, Chrissy was unquestionably, unfortunately, a squatter in his home, but now he has closed and you are officially a shareholder, and I'm not going to give away the address.
Yeah, but if you want to look on Instagram, you can find it because they took a picture of me at the closing holding the certificate, and it has the address on it.
Yeah, Susan Little, our real estate broker, take it down.
Take it down, and make no mistake, I was squatting, but unfortunately, at the closing, I did get hit for the 2 months of maintenance fees because the guy who sold it to me is a Joe.
But it was a fair move.
But it's a fair move.
Yeah.
Cut. When
you're
people say
you're joking. Can we get the Wei Zhong Jings,
Of
please?
course, I was just kidding. Of course, I was just joking. Obviously, I'm joking.
Of course, he's joking.
Of course,
but you were using the water.
I was using the water. No, everything. People. It's common. People say all the time, "Oh, that's a Jew move," or It's not. Jewish people are they do what's fair and right. There are times where like somebody else will be like, "Oh, I'm not going to charge you that," but it's like, why? I use your services, so I deserve to be charged.
But you do have 2 holes in your ceiling that need to be filled.
That I need to be fixed because make no mistake, the super in the building is a muzzy.
Yeah.
No.
So
unfortunately, he's keeping that hole open because that's where he hides uranium because he's building a nuke.
Yeah. I mean,
Wei Shan.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You gladly paid what you owed for that maintenance, but make no mistake.
Yeah.
There's 2 holes around the pipes in your ceiling, and if they're not filled, certain people are just not safe.
Yeah, they're the you-know-who's. And cuz, here's what the truth of the situation is. I did close on the house today, so I had to shell out a big certified check today, and then we went to go get emergency sliced pizza, and my credit card was declined.
Make no mistake.
It's just what it is. You're just going to have to let me borrow some money until the next check clears.
Cuz, make no mistake, I could tell by the way you were dressed today that you had a meeting with white people.
Yeah.
You had a pea coat on and a button down.
Yeah, but because
you did not have a Rangers jersey on, so I knew you were doing official business.
Yeah, but make no mistake, I still, even though I had to be dressed for business, I still did have on Uptown Nike sneakers because I am part Mavri. Wei Shan.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about Mavri. Here's the deal. Mavri's a good word to use as a microcosm for how this trying to ban words thing happens, right?
Okay.
And it goes back to our point, which is a big point that bleeds over into other episodes of History Hyenas. And that is, we're talking about just mankind is shitty. Mankind is just shitty, right? So it's like, it's not the word that's the problem. And what I'm saying is mavri in Greek means just black. It just means black.
Like, it's just like, oh, your shoes are black.
Yeah,
your coat is black.
It's mavri.
Yeah.
But because Greeks say so many messed up things around the word mavri,
Right.
because Greeks are just racist kids,
Right.
the word mavri has now kind of become a pejorative.
I see.
So that's what happens. It's the same thing like with the word Jew.
Yeah.
Just like there's nothing wrong with the word Jew.
Yeah.
It's the things that are wrong with the people who say it, because people are shit.
Because you know what I
We're
do?
good kids.
We are good
We
kids.
say horrible things, but we're good
But
kids.
you know what I like to do, especially when I'm writing or texting?
Put
or,
panties on and jerk
Yeah.
off.
I like to, I like
Yeah.
to tuck it back. That's why that meme he posted was hilarious. Tuck it with the Buffalo Bill from Sides of the Land.
Because make no mistake, I know that you put on Simply Red and you tuck it back and you do a la puss in the mirror.
Because unfortunately, the truth of the matter is there are a lot of times where I tuck my dick back and I rub the top of my dick and I make believe it's a clit and I can climax watching the QVC. It's just what it is.
Yeah. Have you ever put on Ace of Base and danced around a little bit naked?
100%.
With la puss? Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a lot of times where I'll get butt naked and I'll go under the covers and I'll sit like a girl. Like how that time you took a picture of me with
Yeah.
my legs up to the side. If we could post that pic, that's how I sit sometimes alone watching my shows.
Here's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is you're a little bit feminine,
Right?
but so was Prince.
Right.
So was Prince. So's Cat Williams a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
I think guys who really love puss
Yeah.
act like puss a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to be what you're trying to attract.
Because girls like that. And look, let's call a spade and let's be completely honest here.
Because you're a Venus flytrap.
That's what I am.
You look like it's open and then you just pound on puss.
But let's be honest. I mean, I'm an emotional kid. My parents got divorced. It didn't work out. I was around my mother a lot, so I definitely developed a feminine side. And then let's just be honest. Lay all the cards on the table here. I did get skull fucked by a close friend of mine when I was 12 years old. And because they were, that really happened. So, I was just sitting down taking a shit and they came in with their dicks out and I had to fucking suck a dick. So it's just, that's not good.
But we told you that's just Catholic discipline.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to talk about that. You're supposed to have dealt with that in the confession booth with the Hail Marys. And
Yeah.
I thought it was all squared away with Jesus.
Yeah, because you know what?
He probably asked for forgiveness when he went to confession.
Because unfortunately, I'm actually thankful for Tommy McDermott for fucking skull fucking me that one day because it really made me kind of get in touch with who I am and what I want to be. And I feel like I wouldn't be the comedian I am today if, those kids didn't come in, that day and just slap me in the face a little bit with their dicks and laugh at me.
And what else? They also took a shit in your garbage can.
They took a shit in my garbage can and then they pushed my mother's air conditioner out the window.
But that's just what they were trying to do is just teach you a lesson that it needs to be screwed in better.
Yeah, and then what they used to do too is they used to
So what did you have to tell your mom when she asked why the air conditioner wasn't? You couldn't just say, "Mom, I got bullied," because you wouldn't want her to worry,
right?
Or go talk to their parents.
I said that I was playing football with my friends in the house and I back into it and I'm sorry, and she was like, all right, thank God no one was hurt, and she just got another air conditioner.
And a couple brews.
Yeah, and then what they also used to make me do is they used to make me get butt naked and put on I had this New York Giants football helmet. They would make me get butt naked and put on my mom's high heel shoes and put on the New York Giants football helmet, and they would order Chinese food and make me go downstairs and receive the delivery from the Chinese food butt naked with the helmet on. They would laugh and throw wet toilet paper at me as I came up the stairs. It's just what it is.
I love that I find out a little bit more about you while millions of people also find out more about you. Yeah.
It's just because I don't have a filter, and that's okay, right?
Because there's just been plenty of times, I believe, while you were growing up, that your mother just wasn't sure which way you were going to go.
Right.
Because there were certain times she saw you studying real hard.
Yeah.
There were certain times she saw you going out real early.
Yeah. Yeah.
With your basketball and your ankle weights.
Yep.
But in the back of her mind, she just knew you're not a black kid.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to work out, but at least you were going to go to college.
Right.
And be motivated to go to college to play ball.
Right.
So she was happy about that.
Yeah, I think that's why.
But then other times she saw you jerking off with the door open on VHS tapes to her Suzanne Summer workout tapes.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was problems. There was a yin and a yang in your household.
So that's why still to this day, if you move my mother's fruits and vegetables in any direction, you will find a few brews. My mom just always has the refrigerator. There's always a couple of brews. You'll always find two things in my mom's house. You'll always find a few unopened brews, and you'll always find a few open brews and a few open bottles of Sutter Home White Zinfandel outside by the recycling bin.
It's just what it is.
That's just what it is. So my mom does take down, make no mistake, my mom does take down a brew or two every night because she just has to.
I love that the vegetables in the refrigerator are basically like that secret library door on the wall.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to push that button and that wall goes back.
Yeah.
That's what the vegetables are.
Well, she
move the vegetables to the side and you will see a couple blue moons.
Well, she knew that when I was a kid, I didn't like fruits and vegetables. I wouldn't eat it. You know, I was a sweet South kid. So she said, where can I hide the brews? Where's Chrissy never going to look? For the fruits and vegetables section. So that's where the brews have always been my whole life. And she still to this day doesn't know that I know.
Yeah.
I still can't have a brew around my mom. She would say, no, you know, like I would feel uncomfortable.
So she has guilt about having the brews a little bit.
Well, it's still one of those things. Like if I had a brew around my mom, like even if we were at Holiday and I just wanted to have a beer, she would ask me if I had a problem. She would go, why are you drinking? I thought you didn't drink. So I can't even though I'm 34 years old, I can't have a brew around my mother.
Is it a sin to drink?
It's not a sin to drink. It's not a sin to drink. Not a sin to drink. I mean, we drink alcohol every Sunday. You know, it's the blood of Christ.
I like how the Catholics made an exception for that one.
Yeah.
Irish kids made an exception for that one.
Yeah.
Because technically it's a sin, right? You're not supposed to denigrate your body and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know.
If masturbation is a sin, you tell me having a few bros, it's not a sin?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's stupid.
That is fucking stupid.
But eating meat on Fridays during Lent is a big sin.
That's a big sin.
Yeah, you can't do that. You have to eat fish only.
So if you become an alcoholic and don't work, that's not a sin. But if I eat meat on Fridays,
going to hell.
You know
at
what
least
that is?
purgatory.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Because if you keep calling Catholicism stupid, make no mistake, Jim Gaffigan will walk in here and punch you in the face. Because he is the fucking Catholic king of comedy, and he has been beating the shit out of comics lately.
He does not play around.
Jim Gaffigan, I'm fucking excited. I'm doing my show Stupid Questions, which airs on Comedy Central's Friday nights. Jim Gaffigan will be my guest on the next episode. Yeah.
And you better make sure if he wants to run 6 minutes, you let him run 6 minutes.
And because even though we're filming at 10 a.m., make no mistake, caterers, food and beverage have been notified that there better be a few brews on set because Jimmy Boy does like to have a few brews because he's a Catholic kid. And make no mistake, when I told my mom Jim Gaffigan was coming, my mom will be coming to the shoot because she's a big Gaffigan fan because he's a Catholic kid.
Yeah.
She loves Jim. That's her favorite comic because Kathleen Madigan and Jim Gaffigan.
Yo, this is how big Jim Gaffigan is. He performed for the Pope. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, we knew that.
Can you confirm that? Yeah. You know who performs for the Pope?
Oh.
Jesus
Jesus
and Gaffigan.
Yeah,
right?
That's it.
You know, and whatever middle school play they put on for him.
He is by far the most famous Catholic comedian. Catholicism, which is the biggest religion in the world, if they have one comedian, it is Jim Gaffigan. Yeah. That is the truth of the situation.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another one, and I can't.
You can't.
No.
You can't. Everybody else is Jewish or Middle Eastern.
Or if they're Catholic, they're not good Catholics.
They're not good Catholics.
Jim Gaffigan, he goes like to church, right?
Yeah, like Sebastian Maniscalco, I'm sure is Catholic because he's an Italian kid, but I don't know that he doesn't talk about it. He's not going to church all the time.
Yeah. Italian Catholics don't fascinate me as much as Irish Catholics because Italians have the Mediterranean thing in them where they got to express themselves.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Greeks and Italian kids, we don't do anything unless we're passionate about it.
Yeah.
It's what it is. We're lazy kids who come from good weather, and unless we're passionate about it, we don't do it. Basically, every job we do is a hobby.
That's what it is.
We have to have a love for it.
Yeah.
Now, German Irish kids, Northern Scottish, Scandinavian, you kids up there, you just want to be uncomfortable. You want to hurt yourself because deep down you were inculcated at an early age that Jesus suffered and sacrificed for you. Yeah. So you need to sacrifice and suffer for others.
Because what I really want to do is, I've been thinking about this a lot. Let's me, you, and Britt
cut ourselves.
Bring Delilah. No, let's fucking.
I
want to go to Iceland.
Already did.
It's a 4-hour trip to Iceland. Let's go see the Northern Lights. And then as a ceremonial thing for your wedding, I want to throw you into an active volcano. Yeah, and then I just want to watch down because my Icelandic roots just want to watch you burn.
You don't have any Icelandic roots, but
That's
reality
true.
is a 100% your oyster.
Yeah.
To do whatever you want with.
Because I may just.
You just made yourself an Icelandic kid for 3 seconds.
Because I may just take a trip to Iceland.
You may, right?
Do you want to come?
Because you look like your body's in shape today.
Really?
Yeah.
Because make no mistake, it is not in shape.
I know, but you know what's funny? You put a shirt on, and it just looks like it's in shape.
Well, because I have not been eating past 8 o'clock. for about 2 weeks, and maybe I have lost a couple of pounds.
You know,
because first of all, I want to
your diets are binges.
They're binge diets.
So when you do the new one, you did keto for a second.
Yeah,
you want to know how keto ends?
With Pete's.
Yeah, Pete's and 14 black and whites. You cave in.
Yeah.
Now you're not eating. You know how it's going to end? Ravioli Pete's midnight, 3 days in a row.
It's just what it is.
Yeah, and then you're going to run. You're the type of person who's going to blow out his knees when he's 60, running to hurt yourself.
Well, here's what I realized is because I think I definitely have lost 5 pounds, so I've been starting to feel good. But then all of a sudden, what happens? I lose 5 pounds. Now I have to pee all the time. I think I have an STD. So it's never just perfect. You know what I mean? Just like what's going to happen is I'm probably going to lose 25 pounds, find out that I have no STDs, and just try to go have sex with my baby mama again. I'm just gonna constantly be in a constant state of hurting and just wanting to throw the ball into the fire pit. It's just how I live my life.
Now, do you think some of that has to do with during your formative years getting
skull fucked by? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that could be a part of it, but probably not.
And unfortunately, that's why I didn't go to your wedding. If you're listening,
do you think? You're not gonna you don't leave anything on the court, because when the buzzer sounds and you walk off, every single part of you is gonna be on that floor. Because nobody can say you don't live 100 miles an hour.
And that's why.
Because you're a race car.
Yeah, I'm a race car. That's why I got a race car bed.
Because you're a fucking race car.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
The fans want to tune in. They want to see implosion. Yeah. And make no mistake, they get implosion from this side of the chair. Because make no mistake, Mike is over here. We can't call you Mike the Mush anymore. What's your last name? Suarez. Mike Suarez is here, and we are 15 minutes into the podcast, and he has not fallen asleep, and that's a positive thing.
I feel like he's just here to fall asleep and make us feel bad about it.
Mike Suarez, the last time he was on the podcast, fell asleep 13 minutes into the podcast and woke up about 80 minutes into the podcast.
He was on our podcast, right?
Mike Suarez was on our podcast,
You were on one, early one, right?
Mike was on an early one, yeah.
Wow, so we have been doing this for quite a while.
And of course, Zach Jihadi with a body is here. He looks jacked again today.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Mike Suarez almost looks like Zach Isis if he blew out a little bit. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They kind of look exactly alike. Look at their faces. It's the same face.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, Mike Suarez, how old are you?
40.
Mike Suarez is 40. Zach Jihadi with a body is 23.
Your son.
So this is what Zachy Jihadi with a body will look like by the time he's 40. And Mike Suarez will unfortunately be dead.
Yeah. I mean, if you go, it's almost like if you go to Mike Suarez's family home and you were in the living room and you saw some old pictures that his mom had up, it might be ISIS.
Mike Suarez, did you used to be a jacked kid? Were you jacked at one point?
I wasn't jacked, but I was cute.
You were cute. Well, no, you're still cute. Oh. You're cute in a cuddly kind of way. 100%. No, I'm serious. Are you married?
Until recently.
Oh, you recently got divorced?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think. Remember we talked about that.
Oh,
his wife. Yeah, he came. He was coming up for a comic book convention or something, or to see a movie.
I fell asleep because I got up too early.
Oh yeah,
Dirty War.
That's what it was.
He got up to see. Yeah, he fell asleep.
You look like you've lost a few lbs too, Mike.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. All right. Good for you.
Yeah. What's your poison? What's your favorite food? What's
pizza.
causing this is what I'm asking.
Same with me. Pizza.
Pete's? Me too. Pete's.
It's just what it is.
Make no mistake, Mike. I'm a fat fucking kid too. Look, it's happening. So I am over 200 pounds at this point.
Because your sweatshirt
I'm
looks
officially a fat fucking kid.
Because your sweatshirt looks like a paper towel. Make no mistake.
I just want you to.
It's just what it is.
It looks like a
looks like a paper towel.
But it looks like a high quality paper towel.
Yeah, you just look like a bounty.
Cause your shirt makes you look like a cholo from the West Coast.
I look jacked though.
Cause you look like a Proud Boy.
Yeah.
You look like you're going to a Proud Boy wedding. Cause you look like you're alt-right.
Yeah. Well, cause guess what? Tomorrow I'm fucking just gonna say it live on the pod. All the celebrities are telling me what to do and what not to do with voting. Tomorrow's Tuesday, November 6th. I'm going Republican. Build the wall. XIAN. I'm kidding. Just fucking make sure you go. Well, this is going to come out. We should have said last week. I hope you voted. If you listen to this podcast, hope you voted for whoever you felt was going to make the best choice for the country that we live in. Obviously, I was just kidding what I said. How fucking wild of a world do we live in? All the shit that I've said on this podcast, that's all been joking. What I just said, even though it was just clearly a joke, that's what I could get in the most trouble for.
Not anymore.
No?
Not anymore. You don't feel it tipping? You don't feel like tipping back to just
say we do whatever you want?
Yeah, understanding that
it's just jokes.
We're being facetious. You don't feel
Obviously,
that?
just kidding, yeah.
it's just kind of, and it's not even like people are shifting. It's like, I think it's just the cycles of stuff. People are just sick of it. So
Right.
if you see another like person just standing up there giving a speech, you're just like, I've seen this already now.
There's nothing new you're bringing to the table, you know? Now, Mikey Suarez. Yeah. Guess right on Patreon. That was the fart at 19 minutes and 22 seconds into the podcast. Right on Patreon. Was that Yannis or was that Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay? Every time we blow a fart, you're going to have to see who that was.
Yeah, we're gonna guess it. You time code it and you post it on our Instagram.
Yeah, and just put Y or P, Y or C. Suarez, you're from Texas, right?
Yeah.
Are you a Republican kid?
No.
No. So you go all the way. Are you cucked out though, or are you just a Democrat?
I was more liberal. Yeah.
You're more liberal, but you're not cucked out.
No, not yet.
Yeah. Because Yannis is cucked out.
Here's the deal, though. Latin kids, especially in America, they lie. A lot of them lie about what they're voting. I believe that because otherwise the numbers don't make sense. A lot of Latin Americans go red.
Well, I'll tell you this: my baby mama's father, rest in peace, who was a Puerto Rican. He was a Puerto Rican. He voted for Donald Trump, and he passed away a couple of months into his presidency. But he voted for Donald Trump, and he was big. I mean, he loved Donald Trump, and he was, make no mistake, he was a Puerto Rock from Sunset Park. He was like, he was the, last of the Mohicans. He was last of the Puerto Ricans. He was in Sunset Park, and he was a big Trump guy, and he was,
Just for the people who don't live in New York, being Puerto Rican from Sunset Park is like, you can't get more Puerto Rican than being from Sunset Park.
It's like just being from Puerto Rico. Like whatever country you're from, like just imagine if you're living in mainland Greece. That's what being a Puerto Rican from Sunset Park is. It's like they don't from when you're on 4th Avenue in Brooklyn and you I think it starts on 40th Street. From 40th Street and 4th Avenue to 68th Street and 4th Avenue, there is no English. Okay? It's just not a thing. You are in Puerto Rico.
You are going to see the Puerto Rican flag more than 16 times from 40th to 60th Street.
It's just what it is.
Even if it's not hanging out a window or a flag on a car, it will be in a woman's contacts lens or fingernails.
It's what it is. Everybody's wearing sandals. And and make no mistake, there will be children 12 months a year running around playing in the fire hydrant water. It's just what it is.
I will get recognized 3 times like, yo, that's it. That's it. That will happen from 40th to 60th Street.
It's a beautiful neighborhood. They got good food, great, beautiful culture,
And babies' mamas.
I gotta feel. That's my hunting grounds. Make no mistake, Sunset Park is my hunting grounds, okay? It's just what it is. 2153, time code that. Who was that? Giannis or Chris? Whose ass smelt it? Whose ass?
They're going to be able to tell because yours are wet.
Yeah. And
yours always sound like they're happening in a well.
And I got a long
They have an echo
asshole.
to them.
Yeah. Mine are trapped in my ass. I may have a wart in my ass.
That's what I was about to say. I think it's just warts in there, so the sound comes out weirder.
Because make no mistake, a girl who's like an old friend of mine sent me a message. She's like, every podcast I listen to, within the first 5 minutes, you say you have an STD or a wart on your dick. She was like, so is that true or not? Somebody's mom is calling them. Whose phone is that? Can we talk to your mom on the pod?
No, you can't do that.
Yeah,
His mom,
she might give me some secret
Is your
plans
mom-
that can't be in your hands.
his mom can't talk on the. His mom is a member submitted to Islam.
Oh, your mom submitted to Islam.
I mean, she will get punished.
But
if she
she's Puerto Rican though, right?
Yeah, and Mexican.
Yeah, Mexican. Okay.
But his pops took
Yeah.
care of that in a second. Yeah.
So I think how we started all this is I think Yannis is right. I think a lot of Latino do say one thing in public, but then vote another in private.
I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah,
especially Latins, because Latins are expected to vote Democratic, and I think there's that social pressure to vote Democratic.
Well, because my baby mama's father, what his whole thing was is like, I'm a U.S. citizen. Puerto Rico, it's like I was born a natural U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
He's like, everything Donald Trump says, I identify with, and I'm a U.S. citizen. He's like, I know I'm Latino, and he says he's racist against Latinos. He's like, I don't see it, and I voted for him because I'm a U.S. citizen. I think he gives our country the best chance. And he also said that, and I think this is a big thing. I think this is really true for the whole 2016 elections. A lot of guys, he was one of them. He outright said it. He was like, I just don't think a woman can do this job. So sexism is as big of a problem as racism in our country, I believe. Or it's neck and neck.
Yeah,
they're both big issues.
I know in Miami, Cubans are as Republican as you can get.
Yeah, a lot of them are Jews.
Yeah, but like and a lot of the Cubans are just Republican. Like if you were going to do like a West Side Story in Miami, it wouldn't be between two races. It would be a Cuban bringing home a Democrat.
That's what it is.
That's what would be the problem. Yeah,
that would be the problem.
That would be the Capulets and the other guys.
And by the way, I got cut off before what I want to say.
You're a cute fucking kid. Your jawline's looking strong. You got a pep to your step because today you made a little bit of money.
Yeah, but again, because I'm a Catholic kid, I did make a little bit of money, but unfortunately, I do have chlamydia. I was saying
because you've stuck in your dick in a lot of miscellaneous holes.
That's what it is.
I mean,
I don't think, but the doctor said I do not have an STD.
Yeah, but
I still believe I do.
Isn't it a little more thrilling for you knowing not what's going to happen? You don't like a safe mouth. You want a mouth that's been places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, you want to get a little tingle the first time you pee.
Yeah.
Afterwards. Yeah.
But you can't get an STD from a BJ.
Because, yes, you can.
But it's highly unlikely.
I love the Irish. You have a PhD in physical therapy. You know the answer to that question is you certainly can get an STD from your mouth, but that's what you call Catholic cognitive dissonance. And you're saying if I just pray it away and do 15 Hail Marys, were you there, my Lord, when they nailed him to the cross?
To the tree. Because, make no mistake, and I want the Patreon people too, I'm starting to count a meter now, and there's going to be a little clicker, and it's just going to, if it gets to a certain number, unfortunately, my brain is going to identify you as Chinese in 95-degree heat, and I will attack. If you say cognitive dissonance or pejorative anymore on this podcast, my brain will unfortunately just see you as a Chinese kid, and the temperature will go to 95, and you will be in my way, and I will hit you.
Or you will Gaffigan me.
I will Gaffigan you.
Yeah. Cuz also you forgot about the word grok.
Grok?
Grok gets you pretty pissed off too when I say grok.
Well, you never said grok.
I've said grok a few times on this podcast, and because
I've never heard you say grok.
Because you're not present and you don't have feelings, so you don't remember me saying it. Just like the time on this podcast for the hardcore fans who are really into us will remember when we said we talked about Arminius for a full episode, and you said you had no idea who we were talking about.
Yeah,
that's almost as sociopathic as if we went to a dinner party and you sat for an hour with somebody who I introduced you to, and they walked in, and you introduced yourself again like you never met them.
Yeah.
You're so stout, bad, true blue sauce.
TBS. Yeah, cuz
TBS network.
It's a good network. Unfortunately, they don't buy any of my shit. Yeah, cuz listen, it's one of those things where my anxiety now, I have to be honest with you. I do my Anxiety Tuesday things on Instagram, which thank you some of the Hyena fans who've been posting it, reposting them. I really appreciate it. I do it, but it almost, not that it's forced now, but now I'm doing it for like just for fun and for the comedy of it, because I don't really suffer from the anxiety as much as I did. And now I almost feel like all this anxiety that I had and would put out to the world is a little, not immature, but it's a little narcissistic, and it feels uncomfortable talking about my anxiety because it's under control for the most part.
Well, yeah, you're evolving.
Yeah.
There's one thing that won't change though. You are a cute kid.
Mm-hmm.
You got a good jawline and a weird tit.
It's what it is.
You got deformed feet.
It's
and a big butt.
But a big clean butt with no fumes.
Yeah.
Because I got a fumeless butt.
You have a big butt but no fumes. That is correct.
Yes.
And you do have a hyperactive sex drive. And that's just what it is.
It's what it is. I have a hyperactive sex drive and an overactive bladder, and it's what it is.
Because when they look at the brain imaging of people without feelings, they tend to find a correlation between a lack of empathy and hyperactive sex drive and risk-taking behavior.
Right.
Those are two major categories that you fulfill.
Yeah.
So, you're just a kid with probably a smaller amygdala that needs to beat his meat on a consistent basis and stick your dick into dirty holes.
It's what it is.
It's kind of what it is, and you need to get back into a little booth and talk to a priest and do Hail Marys.
Because I am just someone who is mostly hyena.
Pretty much.
It's just what it is.
Because, here's the thing. I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast. I don't remember. I mean, I can't believe we've been doing this probably almost a year because Mike was on this.
Starting in February.
Yeah. So here's the deal. here's the deal. I don't remember if we said this, but the real reason, like I've been fascinated with hyenas for a while. I love nature. It's one of the things I'm interested in. You guys know I'm a dog lover. But when me and Chrissy started hanging out tough and he moved to Bay Ridge, there was this time where we were playing this game where we were trying to match people up to animals.
Right.
You know? Because our boy, James Mattern, Mad Dog, dear friend.
Who just moved to Bay Ridge.
Just moved to Bay
the
Ridge.
Third Bay Ridge boy is now James Mad Dog Mattern. Give
That's
it up
right,
for him.
Bubbas. If you give him his number, he will call you and worry about something.
100%. If you need someone to bounce ideas off, or if you just feel like you're alone and you have no one to talk to, and just give James Mad Dog Mattern your number, and he will text you constantly about where he needs to put the pictures up on his walls. Where he'll text you about what curtain rods he should buy.
He will text you and ask you how to put up a curtain rod. He's a 40-year-old man.
Doesn't matter if he's ever met you in your life. You could be living in another country. If you're someone who's alone and you have no one to talk to, we will give you James Mad Dog Mattern's number, and make no mistake, he will text you his bank account info.
At some point, we may just give you one of our friends' number just because we're fucking hyenas, and that is my point.
It's what it is, because, listen, the truth of the matter is one day for all our Patreon members, go to patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys and join the matriarchy, because this will happen, and it may happen soon, because I'm in a good, positive mood. I will not tell anyone I'm going to do this. I will just upload a picture of my meat onto the Patreon. I'm just going to do it, and I don't care what happens. I don't care if I go to jail. I don't care if they shut down the Patreon. I just can't control my urge to be a hyena much longer. So if you want to see my fucking piece, I will put it out momentarily on the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys. Yeah!
And here is something that is not a lie that I will piggyback off of what Chrissy just said and let you know I do have a picture of his pseudo tit that you're probably more insecure about than your piece. You will show your piece to anyone.
Two things I'm insecure about are my pseudo tit and my butt.
Yeah.
That's why I always wear long coats and big shirts.
Yeah. So I do have a picture of his pseudo tit.
And you have it in full force.
Full force.
Yeah.
You sent it to me because you were just having a moment where you just wanted to open up and let somebody see it.
If we get 1,000 patrons.
That's what I'm
saying. How about 1,000? Is that a good number? 500.
No, it's your pseudo tit.
It's my pseudo tit. For my piece. My piece.
Piece will do 2 more Patrons and put the piece up. Yeah.
Okay.
You can put your piece up whenever you want.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just keep joining the Patreon page, and at some point, Chris's piece will go up. But this is a true promise. If we make it to 1,000 patrons on Patreon, I will release the photo of Chrissy's pseudo tit. And his tit is weird. He has a weird tit.
It's what it is.
He has a deformed, weird tit. And the picture that he took emphasizes how strange the tit looks. It's not a flattering photo.
It's one of, I'm telling you, I'm just the kind of kid who I'm a letdown for women. I think women think that I'm going to be ripped. I think they think that I'm going to be a guy's guy. I think they think I'm going to be very over-sexualized in the bedroom with them, and none of those things are true. I think I'm going to give them a jolt of energy, and the bottom line is, the truth is I don't know how to fix anything. I have a horrible body, and
you're not really present either.
I'm not present during sex. I can't go down on girls because I do get strep throat, unfortunately. So I'm not going to do it. And then I don't want to really hang out. Like, I don't want you to wear anything sexy for me other than your pajamas, because I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I want to have sex with you and not be present for it, and then just go to bed. But I want to treat you like a princess, like a queen.
For how long?
Well, I just
no. You want to soil. You want to soil the princess.
Yeah.
You want to, yeah. You want to soil the princess.
I'm saying I want to be sexually active with you. I want to be set. I want to have sex with you and make you feel good, like you had a good time. But just know, like, there's a disconnect in my head. I don't care if you come or not.
Yeah.
And you could sleep over and stay over. I'll never ask you to leave. I'll never make you feel uncomfortable, because I just want you to feel okay and enjoy the experience. But I just don't care if you're having pleasure, and I'm not really getting pleasure out of it either. I'm just gonna come and then I go to sleep.
But there's one thing you will guarantee.
Is what?
You will feel dominated.
Yeah.
That's
will happen. What it is. There's two.
If you're a woman who likes to feel like things are just happening, and go with that flow, that will happen.
Here's the two things you
do take control of the situation.
Here's two things that I can tell you with 100% certainty will happen if you and I have sex. you will feel sexually dominated if you prefer it and you like it. If you like that, then that will happen 100%. And the second thing that will happen, if it is before midnight on a weekday, we will order ravioli vodka pizza from Bay Ridge Pizzeria, and we will enjoy it standing up at my new kitchen counter.
And you will also probably watch a documentary with them afterwards.
And I will also watch a documentary with you or a Hitler video.
Now, you found just through your experience with women, I think a lot of women do prefer just for a guy to take control and for to be submissive. That's kind of like in their DNA, right?
Right. That I feel. Look, I don't know. I'm obviously not a psychologist. I don't know the ins and outs of a woman's brain, but I do feel the women that I've interacted with, they want to be dominated.
Interacted is that is. Yeah. I mean, has there been a more politically correct moment on our podcast?
Yeah.
He just called it interacted.
Yeah.
That is a glorious moment. I just want to take a second to appreciate his choice of words right there.
Yeah.
The women he's interacted with.
Yeah.
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 You mean the women you've treated like a construction boot and dump sheetrock over.
Yeah.
Ways of seeing.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
No, we're joking.
We're
It's
joking.
Making things up.
No, the women that I've interacted with, I felt like sexually they prefer not to be dominated, everything within their own consent and what they like, but they want to feel like a woman. And me to feel like a man. Like they want me to be in control. They want me to say what's going on. They want me to be in charge. I feel like they like that. Because I think deep down, even the most staunch feminists just they don't want their husbands to be vegans. I don't think they want that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's just hard to take how funny you are. I just try to picture, because let's just call you green light go Chrissy.
Yeah.
You're green light go Chrissy.
Yeah, if you have a puss, I'm in.
Yeah, here's the deal.
Yeah.
When you're at a red light and it turns green and the first car doesn't move because he's texting?
Yes.
That's not Chrissy.
No.
Chrissy's looking at the light, waiting for it to turn green, so he can throw you up against the wall and stuff his hand in your pants.
Yeah.
And it's what it is.
It's just what it is.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Yeah.
And women love that, because I feel like women, I think they've done studies on this, and generally I think at the deepest level, women want to be flirt.
Yeah.
And you desire.
Deeply.
I
respect.
You don't have
and
hang-ups or
appreciate women.
insecurities.
Yeah. I don't have hang-ups. And if I, flirt with a woman and I say, and she doesn't like it, then it's no problem. I don't get mad. Or the woman doesn't want to, no problem. I'm like, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm just happy with, I don't care.
I think what you do is almost a public service, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a lot of women out there that they said they hadn't had sex in years, but I'm in there.
And the way you look at a woman, not a lot of guys can look at with that hunger.
Yeah.
Because you have a smaller amygdala.
Yeah.
So you just, if you're not gonna be hooking up, you're gonna be, your penis is almost scared for it not to happen.
Yeah.
Because it comes home and it knows it's bad things are going to happen to the penis.
Yeah, the penis
Has it ever gone numb? Has it swelled up by the head? Swelled up a little bit? Yeah. You swelled up a little bit.
I think it's a relief.
Have you ever come and it hurt a little bit because there's nothing coming out and your balls, it stings a little bit?
It stings a little bit. I think it's a relief for my penis when he sees my pants being unbuttoned, when he sees it's just my hand. I think it's a little bit of relief. I think he feels like, oh shit, thank God it's just a hand, because he's been in a lot of wars. He's been in a lot of unkept
Your dick
puss.
is like a sergeant from Vietnam.
Yeah.
He just goes in there with a machete through the bush, just slashing vegetation.
Make no mistake, if Mike Suarez had a puss, I'd bang him out on that couch.
Because if your piece could talk, it would say, how you doing? I've done 2 tours in Nam. My name Chrissy D. Dick.
Yeah.
I'm from South Carolina, and I got 19 confirmed kills.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm just a kid who I have a void, and I'm very insecure and don't love myself. And I just I can find the women that they just want to be sought after, and it's just a nice match, because I don't care. All they want is to have sex and for them to be kind of validated. They want their beauty validated, and I do that for them with no connection.
I think it's a part of it is the head.
Mm-hmm. My head.
Part of it is the head.
A sexy head.
It's a masculine
head. Yeah.
Head with 2 to 3% Neanderthal DNA.
It's what it is. Yeah. So they don't even focus on the pseudo tit.
No,
it's secondary. By the time they get to my tit, they're like, I'm already in with his head.
The time they get to the tit, they got to peel back 4 layers of Islanders merchandise.
Guess who? 3835, time code out, right on our Patreon, patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys. Whose asshole did that come out of? Yanni P or Chrissy D's?
My girlfriend, like I told you, loves the podcast, my fiance, but she has begged me 3 times. She said it again. She goes, look, you guys are really great, and it's a really funny podcast, but can you please stop farting into the microphones?
Yeah, but see,
And you know what I said again?
yeah,
100% no.
yeah, it's
Just
not
no,
gonna
we're not
happen.
going to do it.
Yeah, it's
I'm not going to stop. Yeah.
Yeah, because I get messages from old girls, that I used to hook up with or hang out with, that say they love the farting into the.
Oh, they do love
Yeah,
it.
let me see. Go ahead, keep talking. I want to find some of the messages. So people have been like, people have told me that us farting into the mics is what gets them through their day. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you for writing on our community page on Patreon, by the way. Look, if you're not a member of our Patreon, you are not living. It's become a true blue matriarchy, a community. The community board is hilarious. It's your chance to write something hilarious, to talk to us. We read every single comment and we respond to every single comment. This one from Evan Scott. The headline is King Cuck. He says, make no mistake, not only am I from Long Beach, California. Oh, I thought you were going to say Long Island.
Oh,
So you're like, make no mistake, not only am I from Long Beach, California, third place city in the California Cuck-Offs, 4 years in a row. I actually take off both my tires when I tie my bike up. Yeah! And he ended it with a big yeah! Yo, Evan Scott, you're a true blue pea. And then we got Jason Morin. He says, how many Asians do we need to sacrifice to get the Andrew Schulz episode you had mentioned so long ago? Come on, cuz. Listen, you're right, Jason. Right now we're in the winter months, so the temperature has dropped below 82. So we may have to wait till spring or summer come along for more Asians to have to be sacrificed to Steel Pipe Chrissy.
Yeah.
In order for us to get Asian. What's he talking about? Did we say we're going to get Schultz on here?
Well, we've said we're going to get Schultz on.
Yeah, we'll have Schultz on.
We'll have Schultz on.
Yeah,
He's
Jason,
a close friend.
we will. And thank you for your service. Thank you for being a part of a matriarchy. We love Andrew Schultz. Yeah. Keep it tight. Keep those assholes tight.
Yeah.
And then and chat, if you don't know and you're you go listen to his podcast if you're a sports fan, Flagrant 2, and of course Brilliant Idiots, the podcast. They're both very popular. Brilliant Idiots with Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne. The Guard. And then we got Denton Gooden says, work, with 2 exclamation points.
Work.
He's a gay kid.
Yeah.
No, actually, he's straight, because if he was gay, wouldn't it be WERK? Work. So he says, I just had the podcast blasting on my little speaker at work, and they said some wild, wild shit. A coworker looked at me strange, and make no mistake, I told her that you guys were some funny gay kids who happen to have a podcast, and her strange look turned into a smile. It's safe to say I saved my job and need to get some headphones after work. Yeah. Because you are a true blue hyena that you almost sacrificed your livelihood to listen to me and Chrissy fart into a microphone.
Yeah.
Produced by Jihadi with a body.
Yeah.
So Denton, we're glad you saved your job, but we're also glad that you probably got us another listener because you told your coworker about us. That's what it's going to take, guys. Spread the word to each and everyone you know. Be proactive. That's what it takes. Don't just hear what I'm saying and then go, I bet you other people do that. You yourself, you are our marketing department. Tell 1 or 2 friends every week. Everyone you meet, recommend it. And here's the best part about the community board. On yesterday at 2:29, the great Rafael DeLuca heard our call on one of our episodes. I think it was me that said I wanted to see his diploma, and look at what he did.
Sent it Harvard.
He sent his diploma.
Show the camera. Show the
Yeah,
camera.
he sent his diploma. So
now we can confirm that
he
Rafael DeLuca
is the biggest disappointment in Harvard University history.
That's what it is.
I'm going to put it up in post, too, so everyone can see it.
You can see it, yeah. So right there, you were staring at the diploma of the biggest slacker who ever went to Harvard.
That's what it
because
is.
Make no mistake, his full-time job is to make mixes for this podcast.
That's what it is.
Upon request. Yeah.
And we also had a lot of members, new members of the Matriarch. Today, and we're just going to read them a little bit early into the podcast, and we'll do a little bit more content. But I just want to read some of the new members, and like always, we are going to guess your ethnicity. Yannis will guess your ethnicity as we read the names, but we just want to say, if you want to join the matriarchy, go to patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys and join up. So first, leading off, Allison Wennerode.
Allison Wennerode?
Wennerode.
That's the honka-donk.
Honka-donk.
We got to get some like honka-donk music, like maybe like a Pearl Jam riff or a John Mayer. Yeah.
Now, next up, this kid, he's been a part of the matriarchy, but he's must have upgraded.
Yeah. Thank you
It's
for your service.
Austin_Ireland_your mom's onion.
Austin Ireland, he's a super fan. So
Austin's a super fan who,
Yeah.
make no mistake, sends to my Snapchat pictures of him with women's feet in his mouth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that. Is that kid who took the picture with the two girls?
Yeah.
Make no mistake, Austin Ireland, he himself is a piece.
Yeah.
And he takes down a lot of pieces.
And he's a fucking hyena. That kid.
He's a hyena that's dragging down kills.
Now, next we got one. This is hard. His profile picture is a white wrestler, but it's just one name, David. So you know what one name means.
Black kid.
Yeah, so we're going to say black kid. Next up, Brown Bear TV.
Brown Bear TV.
Is he a gay kid? Is he a black kid? Is he a white kid?
Wow, that's a tough one.
Brown
Brown Bear TV. I'm going to go Owen Benjamin fan, right wing, gonna probably shoot something up.
Yeah. Next up, this is an easy one.
Yeah.
Ronnie Hampton.
Ronnie Hampton, black kid.
Black kid.
Ronnie, play at forward, please, for Iona State. Ronnie Hampton.
Iona State's not a school.
All right.
Jonathan Aria.
Jonathan Aria?
Araia.
¿Qué pasa, mi gente?
Yeah.
Whippa.
Yeah, this kid's an Irish kid. Tommy Corcoran.
Tommy Corcoran has roots in the 5 points of New York City.
Now, this girl, I think she's a piece. She sounds like Kristen Mantell.
Kristen Mantell sounds like a piece.
This next kid,
Cause does she sound like a piece?
she sounds like a piece. This next kid's name, he just gives it away. Brian Rooney (parentheses Wasp). That's his Patreon name.
Cause make no mistake, he wears socks 3 times a year.
It's what it is.
Just moccasins, and it is what it is.
Next up, we got Denton Gooden.
Denton Gooden, he must have upgraded.
Yeah, he probably upgraded.
I got a good
Denton.
memory because I'm present and I have feelings. So Denton Gooden, that's a black kid.
That is a black kid.
Yeah. Hold on. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I see you ready.
Yeah. 4622. Guess that far. Next up, Tommy Fingerdoodle.
Tommy Fingerdoodle. I'm going to go, look, here's the deal. You want to know how I know that's a white kid? We're talking about a donk.
Yeah.
Because make no mistake, if you had black friends growing up like me and Chrissy did, both, you know that black kids do not do gay jokes.
They just
So
don't.
that is a donk.
That's a donk. Okay, next up,
White kids will take the joke so far as they will stick a dick in your face and shit in your fucking Yankee garbage can.
Well, the next kid is definitely a white kid because it's just a picture of a penis and his picture name is Penis. So that is a white kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And that's my favorite one of the day. We got to do a Patreon member name of the day.
Now,
So let's
Penis
start
is
right
in the-
there.
Yeah.
What his name?
There's some other good ones, but
Okay, so we won't give it yet.
we'll give it at the end.
So what's his name? Penis?
Penis.
And his picture is a what?
A penis. An uncircumcised penis.
So he's in contention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Omir Omaragic.
Oh, we got a Muzzy.
Yeah. La 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 la. Omir Omaragic. One of Zach's boys.
Salam alaikum.
That's it. That's who Omir is. Okay. Next up, we have Daniel Grabowski.
That's a Polak.
That's a Polish kid from Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
That could be a Ridgewood kid.
Could be a Ridgewood kid. This kid's a Ridgewood
Or he could be
kid.
from Chicago.
Charlie Hernandez. That's a mafia kid right there.
Is he really?
Well, a lot of mafia guys, they'll have Spanish kids like do jobs. And Charlie Hernandez sounds like a mafia underling, Spanish kid that works for the underlings of the mob.
Or he's a minor league kid.
Could be a
Baseball
prospect
player.
from PR. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now next up, we have Sneed the pseudo Negro. That's his name. It's a black kid, and he's spelled Neegrow. Sneed the pseudo Negro.
He's a black kid, and he's in contention right now. It's between him and a penis.
Well, his name is Marquise Sneed.
I mean, that is Marquise. 100% of the time is a black kid.
Black kid. And
There's never been
the pseudo Negro.
because there's been 3 French kids in history named Marquise, and since then, 100% black kids.
What is Marquise de Lafayette?
Probably Haitian, right? Roots in Haiti.
Probably.
And Haiti.
Daniel Beamer.
Daniel Beamer.
Beamer, I think, is a white.
He's a white kid who drives a Saab.
So this woman, she looks like a piece. She must have upgraded. Nicole Rosati.
Because I like it when you say she's a piece with passion.
She's a piece.
Yeah, this girl looks like a piece.
Well, she's got a picture of herself and she looks like a piece.
What's her name?
Nicole Rosati. Sounds like a future wife of mine.
Yeah, that's a Staten Island princess
That's
right there.
a girl right there that she'll take care of my kids. She'll make me sauce.
She could be from Bay Ridge, Bensonhurst, Gravesend.
Staten Island.
Yeah, she could definitely be from Ozone Park.
She's the kind of girl, Nicole Rosati. I would be willing to bet $100 that you are in fact a teacher.
Make no mistake, she's the type of girl who has some relative who definitely knows somebody high up in the NYPD, FDNY.
Yeah.
And she also goes for Thanksgiving to Howard Beach.
That's what it is. I'll guarantee you this, Nicole Rosati, anytime she needs something fixed in her house, she doesn't have to hire out because someone in her family will fix it for her. That's who Nicole Rosati is. Next guy up, Ben Church.
Ben Church. That's a wasp alert.
That's a wasp kid followed by another wasp who just must have upgraded, Edward Dale.
Is that Bardo's relative, Ben Church?
I think Ben Church and Edward Dale are Bardo's fucking pseudonames.
Those are two wasps. But how come Thomas Dale's an Italian kid, but he has the last name Dale? I never understood
I don't know.
Dale's a wasp kid.
Dale's a wasp name.
Yeah.
Next up, she's a piece. She's got a picture of herself, Jen Gertz, and she sounds like a Jim.
Jen Gertz. No, Gertz.
Gertz, what is that?
100% a Jew.
Gross!
Ways of XIAN.
Jen Gertz is definitely a Jew.
No, Jen Gertz is
I mean,
a Jew.
definitely
She's
had the
beautiful.
bar mitzvah. She
Love the
definitely had
Jews.
the big sweet 16.
Big fan of the Jews. Next up is Tev G1.
That is another black kid.
That's a black kid. Oh, here we got another Jew, Richard T. Kaufman.
Jew.
Now, by the way, when I say Jew, I don't mean it in a bad way. I say Jew. See, like when people write Jew, that's got a little stank on it. I'm playful with it. I write Joo. Jew. It's like a child thing. You know, it's like a little Jew.
Just like
It's
boo
great.
with a J. Yeah.
Like I love Jews. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, Bommy B.
Bommy B.
He's got a picture of him. I can't see what it is, but he looks like he's in a suit giving a handshake to someone. Bommy B. I don't know.
Bommy B? Is that an South Asian? Is that an Indian kid?
He
Bommy?
looks like he could be Indian.
I'm going Indian on Bommy.
Okay.
Yeah.
SM Hunley 84.
SM Omley 84.
SM Hunley 84.
Hunley.
Hunley is an Irish kid.
Hunley sounds Irish.
Attila the Hunley.
Yeah, I'm going to go Irish. You?
Okay, I'll say Irish.
Yeah.
Jay Hathaway.
That is a wasp if a wasp ever was a wasp.
Think that's a wasp?
Cause bzzz, that's a fucking wasp.
It's a wasp, right? Benny Fratesi.
Benny Fratesi, how you doing? Listen to me, Benny. All right, listen. I mean, I don't know where you get your best slices. I go to Campania. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I know you might like Leo's calamari. I'm a Campania kid.
Listen, if anybody needs fucking concrete mix, call Benny Fratesi.
Benny Fratesi, wow.
Oh, and here's one. I'll just say it for you. Graham McFarland. Then we have Taylor Rowles. What is Taylor Rowles?
She is a wasp.
Well, it could not be a girl. There's plenty of guys named Taylor.
Well, that's the thing with Taylor. It's one of those postmodern names that's perfect for this society because it's genderless. It's like Courtney.
Yeah.
Courtney could be a guy or a girl.
Next, last but not least, Dylan Simpson.
Another honk-a-donk.
That's a honk.
Because make no mistake, we have one of the diversest fan bases, and I fucking love it.
We fucking do.
Yeah, so tell us if we were right, tell us if we were wrong, and it is what's is.
Also, for the shout outs, let's not forget Clayton Taylor, who's a $25 patron.
Ooh, Clayton
Wow,
Taylor.
we got to call these kids. How many 25s do we have?
Do we have Clayton Taylor's number?
Yeah, how many 25s
I
do we
just
have?
have his name.
Yeah, we have to find out how many 25s we have because we got to call those kids.
Well,
Do you want to do that next week? You want to start calling?
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to start calling the 25s
Do we have a list of
next
the
week.
25s or no?
I'll get one.
Yeah, so next week we will find out who our 25s are. Thank you for your service. And make no mistake, we're going to get you on the horn with Chrissy D.
Yeah.
Live on air.
It's what it is.
That's what's going to happen.
Now, do you want to talk about anything historical?
Because we're
We're 53 minutes into the podcast, and we've talked about nothing but my fucking dirty dick and what else? That's it. Just a bunch of farts.
We've made the conscious decision to do a back-to-back 2 week in a row, 100% wild, no history episodes.
Just pure hyena.
We're going to come back in the Patreon with something historical. And then we got a couple things that we're constantly talking about and researching right now. So it's going to be one of three things. and we're gonna do that in the Patreon. So make sure you sign up for the Patreon to get our bonus episodes, and then we'll come back at you with something wild and historical. But once in a while, you know how we do, guys. You've been with us now. How long? What is it? 8 months? 8 months.
I think maybe 9. Right?
Are we 9?
Maybe 9.
Maybe 9 months you've been with us. And sometimes we go history heavy. Sometimes we go Serengeti hyena heavy. So it's just kind of what it is. I've actually been watching some hilarious hyena videos lately. Yeah, on Instagram. Some good ones.
Can't wait. All right, boys. Well, boys and girls, if you want to hear the history part of this episode, it's at patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys. Thank you guys so much. And I also just want to let you guys know, you can go to chrisdcomedy.com for all my tour dates coming up. I got, by the time this comes out, I have my next dates are, I'll be at the Chicago Improv and the Columbus Funny Bone November 29th and 30th with the great Sal Vulcano. ChrisDComedy.com for all my dates.
And you can go to my website, YannisPappas.net, my Twitter, Yannis Pappas. I'm being in Atlantic City this weekend.
Yeah.
So come by and say hello. Atlantic City Comedy Club. Is that what Emilio's joint's called?
Yeah, cuz I'm going to be close to you in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. I'm going to come sleep in your room.
Are you doing Bananas?
I'm doing Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in Point
Uncle
Pleasant, New
Vinny's.
Jersey.
I love Uncle Vinny's. And then I'll be in D.C. in December, and I can't remember where else.
Because you have early onset.
So check the dates. Follow us on Twitter. Most importantly, follow us on Instagram at History Hyenas. It's a very active account. DM us, repost in your stories, pictures of the episodes, spread the words to your friends. We're only getting bigger and better.
And also on the Patreon, I will, once I get my blood work and urine analysis, I will read that to the Patreon members, word for word.
Can we post it on the? Can you post the results on the
post
Patreon?
The results on the Patreon
of see if you have an STD.
Patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys. No, they're going to be read.
Well, because we should make them work for that one. We shouldn't just give that away.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the goal?
What do you mean?
Maybe if we get to 350, we show your STD results.
Yeah.
And then if we get to 1,000? No, 500 your piece.
Yes.
500. We get to 500 members.
My dick. 1,000 my pseudo tit.
1,000 is the pseudo tit.
The biggest one is pseudo tit. And I can also give you a picture. I have a picture I don't think I've ever shown you that I found. I have a picture of me from my when I was taking chemistry when I was 23 years old in the chem lab. I took like a test tube and I put it in between my butt cheeks and took a pic. I could post that.
You know what I have?
I got a pimply butt.
I have a Polaroid of me doing La Puss.
Yeah, right?
And it's the photo that I got suspended from school for.
Okay.
Because I tried to bring it in to put it on my senior page in my yearbook.
Okay.
And I just got suspended.
Yeah, so we'll post that on the Patreon.
And I have that as well.
But all this stuff is only available at patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys. Go join.
Woo, woo, woo.